Oh, the Dream produced this?
I don't know who produced it.
That sounds like the Dream.
I don't know. Shit funny though. Sure, shit funny though.
Audience, are y'all catching the song today? Let's pay attention to the song today, guys. Who can really relate to this song? Who can really just feel it? Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's enough. We'll give you any more streaming about it.
You ever told a chick that why you so obsessed with me?
100 times.
What they used to say? She's not mad. She's upset.
Bro, we had to be the most immature people in America. We could have really made like a 7-part series to our life. Like,
Oh, Congress Park.
it has so much drama in it.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely could have. Yeah, that
That's,
shit would have been funny though.
that should be our next venture. Create
Yeah,
Congress Park on Netflix.
I
We
we need to
were
do it.
super paid,
Yeah, we need to do a Congress Park reunion. That should be live.
bro.
Like pick a city just to, you know, get
That's what I'm
hotels
saying.
set up.
We should do the show and build a hype off of the reunion, so they get to see the real people.
Man, so much shit happened. So many characters.
So many like people died, like R.I.P. You know, my boy Soldier Red.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you feel me? Like
Yeah.
that's
Like
got real tragedies in this shit. BJ, Matt, them people, and what his names? Slug, them Snug, whatever the hell his damn name was. And
Snug,
like
yeah.
BJ really passed away. Like you had some
Oh,
tragedy.
for real?
Yeah, you know that? Yeah, that was a while ago.
Nah, I ain't never heard about that.
Yeah, Shanetta, her brother.
Nah.
Yeah, it's been crazy, bro. Shit real. But hey guys, welcome to the TBD show. You feel me? We just give y'all the real. There's really some real shit that we be talking about. Like, we don't just sit on here and just talk shit. Like, I know it sound like it look cool and oh, this person's doing a podcast and that. We really just try to give y'all some real thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just give us y'all feedback. This ain't about being better than nobody or talking shit about people, even though it can come across like that. Um, but it's really just we just trying to share our thoughts and keep it 100 with y'all. You did like that's how I feel.
Yeah, definitely. But for real though, I feel like that CP story be better than the shot.
Bro, bro, you had to really go through it. Like, okay, yeah, is it tough being shot at and robbed and shit? Yeah, but everybody don't go through that shit. Some people just really go through mentally warfare growing up,
Yeah,
where really the mind is really worse than the motherfucking the goddamn bullets and all that shit. Like, really going through some mentally shit every fucking day and building
yeah,
you up mentally what it does and what is it, what it don't do for you.
yeah, definitely.
So
Because I always tell people it's two different sides of Lake Worth. You know that part we from. Everybody's really just playing sports, trying to figure out what they want to do, and then you got the other side where it's whatever by the gym. You know what I mean? Like it's whatever.
for real, two different sides, and then which is both sides is very important. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like everybody ain't got to get robbed and shot and shoot at motherfuckers to have a credible story. That's why I think some people get the game fucked up.
yeah, you're right. You're right. It's funny how people mind just be set on one thing. Like just because like you said, just because a person didn't get shot at it or anything doesn't mean their life wasn't as rough as another person. Or it's
DJ,
almost like what I tell people. Like it was an old dude I worked with, and he was like, "Man, us old guys, this is all we can do." You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know what's going to happen when we retire. And I looked at him and I told him, I said, hey, you don't got to go to jail to be institutionalized. And he felt that shit like, damn,
Facts, big
you
facts.
you don't got to be. So with that being said, the first topic is, if a kid is not successful, is it because of their parents, or is it because of the environment, or is it a mixture of both?
There's got to be a mixture of both. You know what I mean? Because to be successful, you got to get a lot of shit right. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
ain't just like, oh, you do this one thing and boom, now I got success. That ain't how the game written. You know what I mean? You need a lot of shit, a lot of help, a lot of information, a lot of, motivation, inspiration, all in one to really get to the next level. Because if it was really easy, then everybody on this fucking planet would be happy go lucky. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it's your environment because it's the people what you around, and it's your parents because it's what you're seeing every day. Everything is a explanation of habit or what's being repeated. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So your environment that you're around every day can influence you to do whatever you want to do. Your parents, what they giving you, what they not feeding you, when something may be a lack of, or something may be too much of. Like you never know. It's all like a big combination of both, and I call it life art. You get what you get.
yeah.
What about how you feel about it?
Well, before we get to me, which one would you say is like more? You know what I'm saying? As a person unsuccessful because it's, well, that'd be another separate question. Like, as a person unsuccessful because they take it in 60% of their environment and 40% of their parents,
Mm-hmm.
or who has the bigger effect on why they're successful and why they're not?
I gotta say environment,
Okay.
because your mom can work 20 hours a day supplying you with everything you need, but she's not there, right?
Yeah.
So your environment is what you grew up in, what you're doing every day, who you hanging out with, what you seeing, when you look out your window and before you go in your house. That
Yeah.
plays a part of your mind when you're in that home. Like
Yeah.
Schoolboy Q say, his parents was good to him. He just wanted to be a badass. Because since his mom wasn't home, he can just go do what the fuck he want. Like, yes, he still was successful, but shit could have went left too.
Yeah.
So I would say it's environment for me, but I think it's both. But majority, I would say environment.
Yeah. So it's definitely both. You know what I'm saying? Because like like you said, like, especially when you grow up single mom, like your mom is going to work every single day. She ain't taking no days off. You know what I'm saying? She could be working two jobs. Like I tell people, my mom worked two jobs all the way up till when I was in 10th grade, I think. So just imagine, you know what I'm saying? 16 years of your life, your mom worked 2 days, two jobs a day. You see her when you wake up. At one point, I was only seeing her when I wake up. And then by the time I go to sleep, a couple hours later, she's coming home. So it was certain moments I only seen her when I woke up. And then there's certain moments I only seen her when I woke up and right before I went to sleep. But yeah, the environment definitely plays in it too. But I guess in reality, I mean, it might be a little different for you because you the oldest and then I'm the baby. So, of course, my brother influenced me too. Like the household influenced me too, where you know how my brother moved. My brother's super quiet, just plays sports.
Cool
So
dude.
so that influenced me too. So I always kind of move like low key, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, believe it or not, just stuff that I seen my brother do, even though people probably wouldn't know it, at 10, he showed me almost in a way that you can kind of do what you want as long as you don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? So I could never, you avoid the whippings too because of your mother. So
Yeah.
it's certain stuff that like the environment do influence it, but it's funny because it's kind of like how far you can go. Like
Yeah.
if I get in a fight, my mom might not whoop me. You know what I'm saying? But if I get arrested, I'm gonna have a conversation. I'm going to get a whipping. I'm going to get punishment. So it's like almost like your mom. Your mom is almost like your government or your police officer. Like
Yeah.
in your mind, you think, what can I do that if I got caught, my mom wouldn't whoop me, or shit that I'm doing, I can't get caught because my mom's going to whoop me.
Yeah.
So it's funny. It is both, but definitely the environment because you know what I'm saying. Like you got to think. You know, I tell people, I say, yeah, my mom raised me, but you know what I'm saying. In a way, Curtis Park raised me too because I seen y'all more than I seen my mama.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Curtis Park so much people thought I stayed in Curtis Park.
Yeah. For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but you kind of got to like learn life and learn like what's cool or what's whack or what you shouldn't do or you know you can't be snitching or you can't. It's certain like the street smarts you learn just from the environment and then like the stuff that you should be doing. I guess you learn from your mom. You know what I'm saying, or your parents. So it's definitely both. With me, I don't know. It's kind of it might have been more 50-50. I don't even think it was more of the other because I play everything back in my head that my mom said to me like my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's for me it's like 50-50. But for a person not to be successful, it might be more their environment. But it's still some people shit. It might be more their parents. You know what I'm saying? Depending on their parents' mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Now you know, we both grew up the same way. Like, do you feel us two and probably shit the whole Congress party up? Maybe Jake, you know what I'm saying? Then you had Wesley and you know them for a certain amount of time that they actually had their dad with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But majority everybody in Congress Park, same story. You grew up with your mom. Do you feel like it was advantage? Like, what advantages did you get just being raised by your mom, if it was one?
I would say the more advantages was you only got one person that really can tell you no. I'm being honest, and the reason why, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna explain this because think about it. When you talk to people, and let's say who have both parents, that's like, well, my mom don't like this, and my dad don't like this, and my mama like this, and my dad don't like that, and it's like, damn, you really got two people you got to deal with, like to tell you how you should live your life and what you should do.
oh
Because that's
wow.
really the only people that really give a fuck. Like you might have some big brothers and sisters that might tell you, but for the most part, it's your mom and your daddy who really say yeah or nay. Like you said, your government, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think the pros was I got enough. I got away with a couple more shit than I probably would if my dad was there.
yeah,
And at the but the negative is you ain't got that real structure from a man.
yeah,
Like to really tell you, like, yo, this is why you're not doing this. This is why you shouldn't be into this kind of shit. This is why you need to be disciplined. Cause your mom only gonna discipline you so much because she don't see you. She busting her ass at
yeah.
2, 3 jobs trying to make ends meet. So the last thing she want to do is, beef with you, and she just happy to see your ass. Fuck if
Exactly.
getting good grades and not what she wants you to do because she feel like she want to feel like she's not she working for nothing. But for the most part, they get to a point too where they just want to see their kids happy.
Yeah,
So
that's funny though.
why you
You
say
said
that?
it. Nah, cause you said they busting their ass. They don't even, you know what I'm saying? They don't even want to deal. They just happy to see you, cause they always gone. You know.
Yeah, happy to get you some shit and be like, damn, at least my working hard put a smile on his face for this
Yeah,
certain amount of time. Even though I may be stressed the fuck out going through whatever the fuck I'm going through, at least I was able to make my son happy and it feels worth it. Because that's what they
yeah,
needed to do. They didn't really have a lot of people to give them motivation to keep going. That shit
Yeah.
was just them and they Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Heavenly Father. Remember I used to talk about Wesley, like he used to pray before us?
Yeah.
Yeah, Father, can I get an amen? I used to pray for us before the game and shit. But yeah, either way, that's another story.
Oh man. But I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But based off like people that, maybe it's because when you have just your mother, it's like I kind of got to do something like out of my comfort zone. Like if she had a daughter, she could just raise her to be like her. But when she raising sons, it's like, well, you can't be soft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my mom, she'd say, "Man, I couldn't be doing all that crying and shit. I ain't gonna be kissing y'all all the time. Like y'all boys, y'all can't be soft. Y'all got to be hard."
Yeah.
So, like me, I guess you can say like this stuff affects me today, but not even in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's just how you is. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
But it seems like mothers, they raise their sons to be more harder than a dude that may have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like the dudes we know that grew up with both parents, most of them ain't harder than us.
No, they were
Most of
so.
them are like real calm and you
Yeah.
know they're way different. Even though they say a dad's supposed to give you that confidence, like it's people that got their dads, and it seems like we're more confident than them. We're more harder than them.
By far.
We get more angry than them. We handle shit way different. Like it ain't no passive. We let shit slide. You know what I'm saying? So that advantage, I guess the defense mechanism. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you just see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it. Like them guys I can talk to a dude and tell if they got both of their parents in the same house. That shit crazy, ain't it? Like,
Yeah, that is crazy.
they just be so nice and they really ain't stressed. They kind of don't. I mean, that's good, but like for the real world, once we get older, like they can't handle the same shit we can handle just being raised by single parent. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's like
Like
actually you carry that chip on your shoulder too.
yeah, because like from a woman's point of view, they think it's crazy that from a women's point of view, they think my son's supposed to be hard, my son's supposed to be tough, but the guys that grew up with both parents, I don't know if they got that like, well, you don't got to be that tough or what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody we met with like both parents, there was like I ain't gonna say there was more softer, but they
We
were
had a
just laid back.
yeah. Like Renzo a chill dude.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He got both his parents. He ain't doing nothing too extra. He chill on his own.
yeah. I don't think Renzo feel like he got to fight ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you
Renzo would
know,
definitely fight crime before he fight anybody else.
but yeah, it's crazy that when women have to, from their point of view of a man's supposed to be tough, a man's supposed to be like this. So the ones that's raised with just their mothers, we end up being more tougher, more, might have more anger problems. I don't know what it is, but
No,
you know,
definitely with women who have their father
yeah,
and the woman that's raised with her father,
yeah,
two different kind of chicks.
definitely. You
I'm not
notice that shit?
I'm not
That
talking
shit's so
stepdad.
crazy.
I'm talking about a real dad in the home.
Yeah,
Boy,
I I think I dated two women that actually grew up with their three women that actually grew up with their dad, and they're so calm and
bruh.
they're just so happy, and they really want a dude to be around them. They want to take care of a dude. Like it's like automatic, and I'll be blown away. And they're like, "What are you talking about? This is what I seen my mom do for my dad." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they're so peaceful, just happy all the fucking time. Like in a way, it makes them seem like they'll appreciate a guy more than the female that didn't even have a dad. In a way, it's weird.
exactly, bro. Like they have that OG in them. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't doing too much because their daddy done told them like, hey, you ain't gotta do all this extra. Now, if you want to be like this and feel like this, that's cool. But do that
Yeah.
because you want to do it, not because you need attention. Because your
Yeah.
dad gave you attention. That's
Yeah.
what it's about. It's that attention, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Bruh. That attention affects a lot of shit, bruh. Just
bro.
simple shit. Like if if you're a dude out there got a daughter, you don't even gotta have money. Just as long as you're around her, nobody ain't gonna be able to give her attention. Like they gonna have to do way more than that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
their approach on life is different.
Yeah. Exactly. Because I know once my daughter get older, it's just gonna be like she ain't gonna be impressed by nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
bought a teddy bear that was like 5 foot tall when she was like 1 years old. So when you come with it, it's just gonna be like, yeah, I had that already. Oh, that's all you did? Okay. You know.
Nah, G, bro. Like it's really facts. Like that way, I think because another thing is like women who had their father like present, they don't look for their nigga to be their dad. They look for their nigga to be their nigga.
Hey, that shit's so real right now that you said, bro.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
the women who has their dad in their life that are their dad, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the women who don't, they're looking for a daddy. They looking for a zaddy. You
Yeah.
get? They
Yeah.
looking for that. They mean that.
Yeah. So like I guess in reality, so if you don't not this not going to be for everybody, but I guess in a way, if you're looking for a daddy, right? You're looking for somebody that's going to take care of you, you know what I'm saying, and do all this extra stuff. Where the person that already has a dad, they're not looking for a person to take care of them. They're just looking.
For a
It's
partner,
weird. So if you didn't have a dad, are you looking for somebody to be your daddy and take care of you, versus a person that had their dad and they just looking for love? That shit crazy, right?
bro. And then, right, you got to spin it again because now is what do you consider love?
Yeah,
Consider hitting on you to show you that I'm always going to be there as love? Do you look at, oh, I got to pay for everything? That's love?
yeah.
Like, bro, shit get fucked up. Then you mix Instagram with it. But you got some real Kool-Aid, this.
because like what? Yeah. So with that being missing, what is love? Like is love? If it's love, like your mom saying your dad didn't love you because he's never here, he's never there, he never bought you nothing. Because that's really what comes out. He never bought you nothing. So you get with a person that's always there and that buys you stuff. Is that your definition of love versus a person that's seeing their mom be in love with their dad and they know what real love is? You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So now that you say that, it makes you think like these people, if they don't have their dad and their mom ain't show them, are they thinking the definition of love is everything that their dad didn't do?
100%. It could be, bro, it's fucking rabbit hole. Your
Yeah,
ass gonna end up in Alice in Wonderland and shit so fucked up. It's to go so many different ways. I
yeah,
think people got to start asking that up front. What is your definition of love?
yeah,
So we can get it out the way. So
yeah,
you say I love you, you say you love me, all this shit. I can tell you I love you because I take care of you.
yeah,
A female can say I love you because I fuck you or have sex.
yeah.
You giving away a currency I'm not valuing. I'm giving you a currency you're not valuing. Now we don't love each other as we say we do.
So what would be your definition of love?
My definition of love is fucking trust. Um, what's the word I'm looking for?
What,
Um,
loyalty?
loyalty. Like no matter what, you standing in the paint. That's love to me. Like no matter how this shit go, I'm gonna die about this shit because I fucking love you. Not saying you literally gotta die, but you just so unselfish with this particular person because you just care for him so much. Like I think that's what love is. When you willing to make that person happy and satisfied because you in love with them. You willing just to go to you just really do, not even say you gotta do super duper extra shit, but you just willing to do whatever you gotta do that that person is happy
Mm. I feel you.
or willing to do it. And I ain't saying, oh, you gotta go buy them a new Benz or
Yeah.
not shit like that. I'm just saying time, understanding, communication. You know what I'm saying? That's love to me. Like I'm willing to put all this shit to a side and dial in and say, this what the fuck we doing. This how we gonna do it, and we gonna get it right. Like committing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Love.
I feel you.
What about
Yep.
you? How you feel?
I mean, I always said the definition of love for me was when you care about somebody more than yourself.
Yeah,
When you put somebody in front of in front of what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And it done been situations where you wasn't in a relationship. Like I had a chick tell me like I wouldn't marry you at a young age because I wanted you to live your life.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want you to marry me at a young age and then you feel I can't think of the word, but you feel like you shouldn't have got married. So because of that situation, you choose to cheat on me because you got married early to me. Like
yeah.
for a person to say like stuff like that, like a person is putting you in front of everything they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Even though
Like
they know that's what they want and they can take advantage of the situation.
exactly. And
For sure.
I guess the love to me is really like that unconditional, and I guess unconditional will fall under loyal because it's like people that's like the real love is just like almost like let's say this situation, right? Let's say you messing with a chick, right, on the side or whatever, and she choose to just be like, "Hey, I'm not going to even fuck up what you got going on. Just know this is what it is for me." You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Like I always tell people, real love is when somebody puts another person in front of them, or they're more concerned of what would happen to you if I make this decision more than what would happen to me. And I had a lady that told me, years ago, she said, all that shit you've been doing your whole life is less. You don't know what love is until you have your first kid. And I laugh, but my definition, if you think about it, that's what it is once people have their first kid or have kids, period. You're willing to put everything you got aside to make sure this person is happy or make sure this person is good, or you'll rather not eat than to spend your last $10 on your son eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just makes sense. So that's my definition of love, when you can put somebody before your own personal emotions or whatever it may be. You know.
No, I agree. Definitely.
Yeah. 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 So you got to pull out the list, huh?
Dun, 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 dun.
So
What?
what are the cons? What are the pros and cons of social media? You would say, or should I go first?
Yeah, you can go first. Good.
You go first. All right. So the pros of social media, if you figure out, like how you can make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? So social media is pretty much free advertisement, free whatever you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? If you got a clothing line, if you got a podcast, if you got any product you want to sell, you can start a new page for free, post it, get people to engage in it. People who see different products you do. That's a good thing. And You got people that's entertaining, you know what I'm saying? They're doing their little skits, they can post that. You know what I'm saying? Also, some people just go to it for therapy. Let's say they just go to it just to take their mind off the world. But the cons to it is people take their mind off the world for 8 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like 8 hours doing this. Shit, probably more than that. You know what I'm saying? And once it becomes a problem, once
Yeah.
it becomes a distraction, like me, I done deleted Instagram millions of times. I can't delete it
Real?
now because millions of times because once I feel like it's a distraction and feel like I'm saying the same shit, like damn, everybody's posting the same exact shit, I get irritated and I delete it. But I haven't been able to delete it lately because got a clothing line. So I try to post every day, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll look a little bit, but for the most part, I can go days without even looking at it. But once it become a distraction, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it's just me, but have you ever been on the toilet and when you pull out your damn phone on social media, your ass be on that toilet for like a whole hour and,
Yeah.
and don't even realize it.
Yeah. You jump
Like,
into the rabbit hole.
yeah, and then like it's just a distraction. And then the people that don't know it's social media that think it's the real reality. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to look like these Instagram models or these rapper girlfriends or want to live like them. Like that's not reality. That's not reality. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about social media people don't know, there's not that many bad posts. Everybody decide what they want you to see. Everybody can make everything look good. You know what I'm saying? The only bad post you going to get is from my mixtape, Say Cheese, uh, the Shade Room, because that's what they designed for. But anybody personal social media, they're not finna post a picture of them with a black eye. They're not finna post a picture of the girl they got cheated on with. They're not finna post a picture of them wearing fake jewelry. They're not, they're not finna post a
Oh
picture of
no,
them.
I'm posting some fake jewelry.
No, no, no. Well, they're not going to admit that they're wearing fake
Oh,
jewelry. Let
okay.
me say
Okay.
that.
You said,
You
yeah.
see what I'm saying? They're not going to. They're not posting. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're cook, they're not posting their everyday life. You got some people. They only post when they go to an event.
Yeah.
But ironically, some of those people, their events are spaced out, maybe by the year, maybe by 6 months. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I didn't even know that nigga was still alive. You know what I'm saying? Because they cannot post unless it's something important. That's how they feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I had an older guy I work with. His grandson told him, if you don't post on social media, that shit never happened. I was like, damn. And I'm one of them people like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I'm famous or I'm just this hood legend or whatever. But if I tell you I did some shit, you don't got to see pictures. You going to believe it because of who I am. But some people they really need to post because maybe their credibility or their reputation that I don't believe that nigga did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe he did that. But I'm not one of those guys. So anytime if I say you know what I'm saying, if I say, hey, I was at the zoo looking for goddamn giraffes. I'm thinking about buying a giraffe. It's a stream, but somebody like me, I do a lot of crazy stuff that people like, you was really looking for a giraffe? I'm like, yeah, bro. And I break it down to you. But some people,
Yeah.
nobody won't believe nothing they did unless they put it on social media. And that's bad. You know what I'm saying?
And you want to, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because social cloud is more, well, to them feels more important than real cloud. Like they want to document their cloud. That's all. And I ain't gonna lie, I do it too. If you go on my stories, I do have shit when I was in New York City. I
Yeah,
have shit
yeah.
when I was in Houston. I have
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
where, so it's a documentation of what we're gonna remember you for. Because I'm probably not gonna remember what you told me, but I'm gonna remember what I saw.
Yeah.
So that's the world. But really, it's all about sales. Because it's like this. Let's say if you don't give a fuck who follow you, who don't like you. if you really felt like that, people would post the most nonsense of nonsense. There's some people that do, but they're really doing it for the clout. But there's some people who's like, nah, I don't give a damn. Let me show you how I'm fucked up. You know, I sleep on the air mattress, or I fucking ride Ubers in the buses. Like, but I'm selling to you like I'm the number one entertainer in the world. It's like,
Yeah,
very few gonna do that. But you know what's so crazy? Because like I think we talked briefly about it. Like you saw the BMF show, right?
yeah, BMF.
So you see the house that he's in, the clothes that he's wearing, right? And
Yeah,
some of that shit. And you
yeah.
like, you okay with how he started out? Like when he had the food stamps and shit. You can
Yeah.
accept that. You're not making fun of him because you know where
Mm.
he's going. But that goes to show you that people love to see, they want to see how broke you really was. But they don't like posting to say that they're broke. But they want to see, like, if you done made it, that means, oh, now you got to come from the gut. When was you broke? When was you going through the struggle? Like, oh my
Hmm.
god, shit can go crazy. But
Shit is crazy, man. Like me, I don't really. I try to post like motivate if I post something in my personal life. But I
yeah,
always tell people like everybody wants to be nosy, but nobody cares.
yeah,
Like somebody wants to know what bad happened to Tat, but if you told them, they ass will not help you. Like they have no they have no interest in actually helping what you got going on. So I always tell people everybody want to be nosy, but nobody cares. Like it's almost like, let's say if you have a girlfriend and she just like, why didn't you tell me that? Right?
mm-hmm.
But if you ask her, what are you going to do about it? She probably don't got shit she can do about it. But she just said, well, you should tell me because I'm your girlfriend. That's why I
Yeah,
say everybody wants to be nosy, but nobody cares. You know,
yeah. Is that? I agree. I really agree with you,
that shit crazy though. But yeah, that's social media, man. It's an interesting thing, man.
bro. All I feel like if people gotta understand, like social media, get you a bag off social media.
Yeah,
That's what it's really there for.
yeah,
It's good to share memories. It's good to do that. I fought myself too every time I go on it. Every time I go on that shit, I should be making $1 off of it because I know how to, but I'm not taking advantage of it.
yeah. And then I talked to a dude, about the marketing and stuff. And he was like, why some people got blue checks and some people don't? And I never even noticed it, right? He was
Mhm.
like, I was like, nah. He was like, for you to have a blue check, you would have had to do like an interview or you got to be able to get Google. You know what I'm saying? So when you put in your package for the blue check, they're gonna look you up, see if you somebody. You know what I'm saying? He said that's why I like, cause there's some Instagram models I follow that got 700,000 followers, no blue check.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you haven't done an interview. We can't Google you besides your page. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's really all it come down to. It's not really about this person being popular or whatever. Like,
it's
have they?
verified.
Yeah, have they been on TV? Have do they got an interview? Can we look this nigga up besides his page?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? MO3 got a track where he says, it's I think the song called Yeah Yeah, and he says, the only shit you got in your name is your social media.
bro, that's so sad, but it's true. That's a very sad thing, but that is very true. There's people
That
out here
shit,
taking their shit together.
shit. So what we grew up in an age where it was I would say just was weed and crack. You know what's the difference from hustling now versus hustling then? Like, what's more going on, or how do you think people change what they're doing or whatever?
I would say now, shit, because with all this technology, you can't really even be a drug dealer. Well, you can, but you're gonna get fucked. It's traction to everything. You know what I'm saying? Somebody overdose on heroin, they're gonna look at their phone records. Their phone records gonna say they called you. your ass going to jail. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's dealing with a death. Even when you watch like these different, shows and crime and shit don't really get real until somebody die. When somebody
Yeah.
die, then it's like, okay, we gotta investigate and see what's going on. Nowadays, I feel like you ain't got really a lot of the drug dealers. Like now you got, the shammers. They shamming this and shamming that. I can't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. You got the
Yeah.
shammers. And the shammers is making more money than the drug dealers.
Yeah.
And now that's like the new way. That's how people are going. You like it's crazy how that shit just switch. But you gotta adapt with the times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now you got more people who do like stay at home jobs. You ain't got people out there washing cars and shit like that. How it used to. Well, you still got people that do it, but it ain't like how it used to be. Everybody ain't cutting grass. Everybody ain't motherfucking doing roofing. Most people behind a fucking desk or behind a computer screen making that shit happen, which is great. Which shows you that you can do multiple shit at the same time from your computer or from your social media, rather than face to face with one person. You can do a Zoom meeting with 12 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got to go meet them 12 people in person. How much time that'll take?
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's all different kind of. It's high level hustling, it's low level hustling. Hey, get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
What about you? How you feel?
I mean, it seemed like it's like you said, the shammers, of course. You know what I'm saying? You see that everywhere. Especially being from Florida. It's
Capital.
yeah. It don't seem like it's really well. Of course, different age. It ain't weed and crack no more. Of course, because weed is legal so many places, and seem
Yeah.
like everybody, they didn't figure it out. It's not as bad as we thought it was, but we can figure out a way to tax it, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
definitely ain't weed or whatever. That's not really a big deal. Crack. I mean, you have to go somewhere like really. You really got to know where you're going to find, I guess, crack or whatever. But for the most part, it's what I'm saying. It's the pills. It's like all the drugs that you can't really tell. You know what I'm saying, or you can't really tell somebody like really into it. You know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
because when I was growing up, I remember somebody somebody used to sell let's say Roxy's or whatever, right? And it was like the white people would say, "Man, I love these. These make me feel like Julia Roberts." I'm like, "The fuck?" And then like they're like, "Yeah, we sell one for $40." I'm like, one pill $40. This shit, you know what I'm saying? But the pills, I mean, you put it in a capsule, got your name on it. It's more safer, I guess, to move with. You know what I'm saying? And it's small, you know what I'm saying? You can do this real quick. We don't know what the fuck you threw, you know what I'm saying? But you try to throw out an ounce, yeah, that's gonna get seen. You know what I'm saying? You try to eat the weed like one dude did from Gators, try to eat the weed, had green shit in his hand. You swallow a pill, that shit ain't finna hit you in 30 minutes. You've been and had a whole conversation with the police officer and you don't know what he pulled you over for before that shit actually hit. But
Well,
everybody I think is doing, the pills, which is another form of heroin, which is actually worse than all the other stuff, but it's easy to do. Just swallow a pill. I mean, people have been swallowing pills their whole life, whether
they
it was
train you with the
Advil,
vitamins.
yeah, vitamins, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Oh, you
that's
want Mr. Flintstone?
I used to have the Flintstones back in the day.
The vitamin C Flintstones.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, if you can swallow a pill or eat a pill rather than having to pull out a needle, I mean, they made it more easier, but it's funny because it's more dangerous now. And then as far as work go, like you said, after that COVID shit hit, man, everybody can work from home. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people got jobs they can work from home. Uh, like me, I actually enjoyed these two COVID years because it seemed like they put the world on hold for like the people that's really trying to create. So it's like a lot of entrepreneurs. So like the hustling now, a lot of people second job is their own personal thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like my sister, like it's funny. Last year around this time, we had a conversation, and she's like, "Man, I think I want to do skincare." And I'm like, "You should do it." And I
Yeah.
walked her through the LLC and doing all that IRS shit, and bruh, she pulling in like 5K a month
What?
making skincare. Yeah, she got shit that get rid of eczema. She got body body butter. She got all kind of shit. You follow her, it's called Skin Doge, by
Mm.
Stephanie,
I
bruh.
think I did see it. I think I did see it.
Yeah, bro. Like people really fucking with it, and all she doing is make her own skin product. She's still in the army, so that money she making is more than what she getting in the military.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is definitely the moment for entrepreneurs. It seems like it's the last 2 years. It seems like it's been way more entrepreneurs. Like we know people they saying they doing work, personal fitness for people, or like you said, skin products. You know,
All
I've been
kind of
saying it a lot lately. Like a lot of people been trying to work for themselves, so that's been dope. Versus then and now.
and shout out to those people. Keep getting it, man. And if you fucked up or you in a situation, you can change your shit, man. Tomorrow to be day one. Like success ain't nothing but time and opportunity. That's
Yeah,
it.
pretty much, pretty much. So like, excuse me. So what are the pros and cons of
Mm.
taking somebody back? Like y'all
Damn.
broke up and you say, "Hey, I decide for us to date again. I'm giving your ass a second chance because you fucked up. You got high. I'm giving you a second chance in my life because nobody deserves a second chance. So when it happens, I think people should take it serious. Like it ain't got to be a relationship. Like my teacher ever caught me fucking up and she let it slide. I never got in trouble getting in the class because I just feel like nobody owes you a second chance. But anyway, what's your pros and cons on that?
Man. So I think when you take somebody back, you mentally have to have progress from
Mm.
whatever situation y'all came from. That's like step one. Excuse me. But because now you reliving this shit all over again, and now you're expecting something different or something more,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you are saying like you grabbing the motherfucking bull by the horns, like let's go, let's try it again, let's do it one more time. And I think that's not to really say the pros and the cons, but that's what you really got to be ready to do. And I feel like the cons is the shit that you ain't like about them, they still do it. if they really wasn't probably getting no bread, they probably ain't getting no bread again. So it's like you really just got to be understanding and accepting to what's coming. Now, if that person was better than the motherfuckers that you had, that you went through, then yeah, go on back, make it work. But if you see the chick or the dude got worse and worse and worse as you pick, then yeah, maybe you need to circle back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Did I give a pros and cons? I'm spaced out. But it's
No.
not be tweaking. Nah, I'm not tweaking, guys. It's just a joke.
Man, I mean, you pretty much gave the pros and cons. I mean, some dude once told me, saying, "Man, when you go back, you're going to be confused because you're going to be thinking like, is this person doing the same thing, or you know, well, I don't have to be here. I could have been doing this
Oh
once
my
the
god, I
person."
want to punch a bitch in the face when they say that shit. My bad.
Oh, when they say they don't got to be here, they could be doing.
I could have just been doing it. Bitch, you was fucked up. Fuck you talking about. Could have been doing shit. Cut it out.
I don't know why they be saying that. Like people be talking like they got somewhere to go, don't got no fucking where to be.
Yeah, you like, come on.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm your best situation. Relax.
yeah. You was at a bus stop, and I got picked you up from a different bus stop. Still at the bus stop, babes. You know,
Oh man.
you may be in a bus stop in a different neighborhood. Maybe this one got more shade or a bench, but y'all still at the bus stop. Facts.
That more shade, more big. So like, so yeah, the pros. I mean, the pros is you don't got to learn a new person. Okay.
Yeah,
The other one is you already used to this person. You know what they operate. You know how they operate. You know their weaknesses. You know whatever that can get them mad. So it's kind of like y'all can kind of like pick up what y'all left off on, and then focus on whatever was the problem. Try to fix it.
yeah,
You know. Now the cons is depending on the problem, you gonna always be thinking about it.
yeah.
She might always be thinking about it. And the other
Facts.
cons is people want to have a new relationship with you, but still talk about shit that happened in the old relationship.
Yep.
You know, women are real good for doing that. You know, but you got that. You got people coming back and thinking, knowing the shit you did in the last relationship ain't work, but I'm about to do the same shit because that's what I'm comfortable doing.
Track.
Like you come back, you got to reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take your good, talk to the person, figure out what was the bad, and try to eliminate that shit. Like
Yeah.
it don't make sense to say we're going to do. It's almost like playing a video game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even use Grand Theft Auto. Let's use something like Mario's where you got 3 lives and once you fuck up you go backwards.
Yeah.
If you just died, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit, why would you spend your second life doing the same shit so you can die again? Like
Fact.
you should be doing something different. You should notice where you fucked up at. You should do self evaluation. You need to, analyze yourself, analyze the other person. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know you didn't like this last relationship, so I'm not going to do that. I know
Yeah.
you told me last relationship you appreciate if I made your bed when you came before you came home. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You get a second chance, you need to treat it as it's a new opportunity, not extension from when you fucked up the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is it. I mean, it's a real dangerous thing because it's like you know why you left, but in reality, nobody really knows why they come back. I mean, you can say you came back because of this reason, but you're coming back to the same as that person you love.
Yeah.
Unless they just showing you progress during the time y'all not together, then you can go off of that. But some people take people back just based off of who they were, not because of who they is right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody the shit they Ricky season. Everybody the shit they Ricky season. Yeah, you got drafted. Yeah, you used to shit in college. Now
hmm
what you doing now? What you doing when you have an injury? What you doing when you take that big loss? How you coming back next season?
Now you're in the pros.
How you come back next season? So that's a big thing. And you know, I got another topic, right? We haven't watched it. I seen one interview, but we ain't gonna, I don't know if they lying or telling the truth. I don't know if she got prompt like R. Kelly, but everybody's saying that supposedly, allegedly, Godfather married his goddaughter. What do you feel about that? I mean, are they wrong because they're not related? So what do you feel about
I feel like you got to be a little desperate. That's kind of desperate to me. Like, this is a person you're supposed to like take care of and look care of. You know what I mean?
that? He is
It's
still
something that
taken care of. They're married now. He's still taking care of.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I guess that's that country town shit. Like that's for I'm pretty sure. I think that's probably from Florida. They're in Florida. They're from Florida.
They were in Florida.
Yeah, I think it's like Fort Pierce or some shit.
Oh yeah, it got to be a country part.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the country part, that's normal to them.
Yeah,
But in the real world, highly populated areas, you're gonna look very sad, man. All these damn women across the world, everywhere you can just grab them. I mean, not to use women like that. Like I'm looking down on them, saying disposable, but it's so many women that you would have to stoop that low. That is, you couldn't take a chance and go meet somebody else or introduce yourself to somebody else. You had to circle back and kind of prey on this child. That's how I look at it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it still legal? It is legal. But it's a little desperate for me. I'm not judging them, but putting myself in a situation, it looks a little desperate. How you feel?
That shit crazy, man. I don't know why. You know, if it is true or if somebody's done that, I don't know why you would do it. Like you said, there's too many women in the world who have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's weird, you know, but you know, they're not related. He's still taking care of her. You know, I'm not saying I'm for it, but I'm just trying to I can't make it make sense, but I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there like, like it's just so weird. Like it almost make it seem like you've been plotting this shit for 18 years.
Been praying on them.
Like you've been watching this shit from like middle school, high school. Okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit just looks weird. You can't even make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, it looks so desperate. Like, bro, are you serious? I can see if you talk to the God people mama, and that was your homeboy, I guess, but when y'all just fucked up and. But damn, the child, come on, bro. You got Instagram too much or something.
man, that boy, I don't know what that is, man. Like, for them to say that shit, it ain't real. Nobody don't just pick a random picture and grab a random person off social media and say, hey, we just gonna make this story up. Like, if that was the case, that story would have been made up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's
Like,
pitiful.
this is my first time ever seeing it ever happen. So, you know what I'm saying? It would have been more to it. But shit, we're wrapping up episode 24. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no debate who's the best 24 in the NBA. Of course, it'll be Kobe forever. So we don't gotta argue about that.
2-4.
But till then, this is your boy Don P and Tat with another episode of TBD Podcast. Byron couldn't be here, celebrating his anniversary at a football game. So y'all probably see him next week.
Yeah.
All
We'll catch
right,
him on
peace
your
out.
news doing a dirty bird.
All right.
All right.